Hey YouTube. So, I've been actually pretty unmotivated today. Uh, I talked to someone earlier today who used to be a mutual friend of my brother and I don't know, he was doing really good in his life, and he was talking about, like his plans for the future and how he's planning on moving away, and he's been doing really good and been able to save up for things and do things that he's been dreaming about doing. And I don't know, just as much as I felt happy for him, it completely like brought me down too, because I used to be that motivated person who could pretty much, not let the world stop me, like. But now I feel like because I have Eleanor, like I can't just, like drop my life and move away to another province to go explore some dream that may not even happen, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just feel like I'm constricted in my choices now, and I'm not saying that I'm like regret having my kid at all. I love her to death and she's a big part of my life, but sometimes I just wish that I had not tried to rush my life so much, I guess, and really tried to figure out what I really wanted to accomplish before I kind of put myself in a position where I can't do anything about it. But anyway, that's just how I'm feeling today. But I wanted to tackle one of these subjects that I've been writing down for days now. I thought, since we're getting close to Christmas and winter time, that this might be a good time to talk about my problems surrounding winter and the whole Christmas season and the holidays and just, the whole general winter season. So basically, I've grown up pretty much hating Christmas. When my parents split up, it was like court ordered that we would have to spend every other Christmas at my dad's place. So, like, I don't know, feeling like you couldn't choose where you wanted to be on Christmas really sucked as a kid, and that immediately, like, takes more than half of the fun out of it for me, especially. So anyway, we used to have to spend every other Christmas at his house until we stopped talking to him. And during these times that we would stay there on Christmas, we would have like these stupid rules that we would have to follow like to a T if we even wanted to have our Christmas, pretty much. And I don't know, I just like, I hated having Christmas at my dad's house because of like these stupid rules. Some of them were like, we were like, if we got up before the 8 adults did, then we were allowed to like go out into the living room, grab our stocking, go into our room and open that. But we had to stay in our room and wait until the adults got up and had coffee and they were ready to open presents. Which, most families, Christmas morning, it's like 7 o'clock, like all the excitement, 7:30, 8 o'clock, Everybody's up early, excited to just open presents together. Yeah, we wouldn't open presents until like 9:30, 10 o'clock, sometimes 11. And it was like torturous as a kid to like, you know, be so excited about Christmas and then have like these stupid rules preventing you from even enjoying it. But anyway, when we would get to the point of finally opening presents, my brother and I had our stockings there that were, you know, just regular size stockings. And his girlfriend's kids had stockings that were like literally 3 times the size. Like, you could fit like full-size presents inside of these stockings. Like, you could fit a full-size kid in this stocking. It was ridiculous. And theirs would be like filled to the brim, and me and my brother would have these little dinky stockings. So as a kid, like, I don't even know what my like dad would even thinking. Like, why would you let something like that happen to your own children? Why would you put them in a position where they feel inadequate to children that aren't even yours? And it used to piss me off to no end and make me feel so horrible. And like what was the point? Like, why do you even want us here? Like, to just, I don't know, torture us with this crappy Christmas? And then we would get to the presents, and my brother and I would have a few, you know, decent presents, and it was like they would hand them out, you know, like one kid would each have a present, and we'd all open them together. So you would know, like, if someone had more presents than someone else, and me and my brother would always have less than what her kids did. And I don't know, it just, like, it really affected me as a kid, and I think it really started the whole emotional hate train of the holidays for me. And it wasn't only just that, it was like I grew up, you know, with a single mom, so I've really never had the things in my life that I've really wanted. Not that they matter, like, and most of them are just stupid materialistic things, but when you see, like, other people just, like, filling their cars full of crap they don't need, and it's making them happy, it just makes you feel horrible, I guess. I just hate Christmas time. I can't stand going out of the house because I can't stand seeing all of those people carrying all those presents and things like that. And how that I don't even have a job this year. I don't even know how I'm gonna, like, provide a Christmas for my kid, or how I'm gonna even get my husband anything. And it's just depressing to even think about. Just being at my dad's house was, like, overall just uncomfortable for me. For some reason, I wasn't even, like, allowed to bring my own clothes, like, from my mom's house that my mom would buy me, or, you know, like, the clothes that I would wear every day that I would feel comfortable in. I wasn't allowed to bring those on the weekends when I would go and see my dad. His girlfriend would have, like, this little dresser in the room that I shared with her older daughter, and I would have to wear, like, all of these hand-me-down clothes, or I would be, like, friggin' 11, 12, 13 wearing, like, Mickey Mouse, and I swear she did it just to, like, make me feel like shit. And, like, I don't even understand to this day, like, why they did that to me. Like, why wouldn't I be allowed to wear my own fucking clothes, you know? I have so much anger towards my dad and so many unanswered questions, and that's a video that I'm going to get into soon. I just haven't have the strength to kind of explain the whole real father situation yet, but another thing contributing to hating Christmas and winter is, like, I absolutely hate the cold. I hate feeling cold. I hate being cold. I hate having a cold. I hate being sick. It makes me miserable. So I just, like, pretty much try to hibernate in the house as much as I can and avoid just, like, going outside as much as possible. It was like, as soon as I start feeling cold, it starts making me feel agitated, and agitated leads to, you know, a whole bunch of other emotions. So I've learned that that's one of my traps and triggers, and I just kind of avoid it as much as I can. And it's hard because, you know, living in Canada, you can't avoid winter, so. But Christmas with my mom was always great. Despite her being a single mom, she always managed to pull out an amazing Christmas. Sometimes, thinking about it, I don't know how she managed to do it, because money was always very tight, and but she always managed to get us everything that we wanted, and managed to always make it happy for us. And those are, like, every Christmas that I've spent with her has been one of them, like, a good memory. It's been very good memories. So last year, obviously, my mom had had her stroke at that point, and I'm living on my own, and I was so depressed last year around this time again that I didn't even bother pulling out the Christmas decorations out of the basement. I didn't bother getting a tree. I didn't put up a tree. I didn't decorate a tree. Christmas morning we woke up and there was no tree. We sat on the living room floor and we opened presents that we bought each other from the dollar store. It was the worst Christmas of my life. I'm supposed to be happy, having a fresh family, starting new traditions, you know, and I couldn't do it. And sometimes my husband doesn't understand how much I need him to support me in stupid little ways. So sometimes we get into these fights because he'll say, I'm being supportive, I'm trying, things like that. And to me, it feels like the exact opposite, and it just sets me off in a rage. Because I want him to be there for me in the ways that I need, not the way that he thinks he needs to be there for me. And I don't know, he's just not a very good listener sometimes, and that's part of the reason why I need to renew this friendship and make sure that it works, because I really, really need someone to talk to who I feel like is actually listening to me. To this day, I still hate Christmas and winter. It makes me sad to think that I may never have a happy Christmas again. That, I don't know, this time of year just cripples me, and it's the time of the year that I need more help than ever. And sometimes I think people just don't understand that at all. And I just shut down a lot. I've had a bank account since I was 16 when my mom opened it for me. And ever since then, my bank account bounces from one paycheck to another. And it's not because I have ridiculous spending issues or gambling issues or anything like that. It's just because I've been dealt a shitty hand. That's what it feels like anyway. And it feels like no matter how hard I try, no matter how much I work, I just can't catch a fucking break. I would give anything to just have a decent job where I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck and lay down every night and stress and worry about how we're going to pay the next bill or how I'm going to afford my medication to keep me sane, or it's just like a laundry list of things that goes along with it. And I'm not being dishonest when I say it's been like that my entire life. Like, I don't remember ever having savings. I don't remember ever a time feeling financially secure. I don't remember ever having the financial freedom to just, when I'm having like, you know, an episode where I just need to get the hell out and sometimes be around people, I can't do that because I don't have the money to. And it just adds into the hopelessness and the depression and the feelings of worthlessness, and that's pretty much where I'm at today. I'm feeling pretty worthless and hopeless, like nothing's gonna change. I'm so tired of living, seems like the same day over and over and over again. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the one that's causing all the problems, or if there are certain people in my life that are like instigating my bipolar, making it worse, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, I get stuck in my head a lot thinking that I've made, you know, big life mistakes and they're irreparable, they're not fixable, and that I'm stuck, and that I should have just accepted it because this is the way it's going to be for the rest of my life, and I should just accept that it may not ever get any better than this. So, until next time, try to stay stronger than me, and remember, you're not alone.